Obviously, you're down by 3. Not a great third quarter, but you still kind of make it close at the end. Just talk about getting here and playing the way you did.
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, throughout the season, we've always played with a great deal of intensity and a great deal of heart. And I think that Raymond is just a great team. Valencia McFarland, she did an excellent job of pushing the ball up the floor. Big girl Bland, she did a great job of finishing underneath the basket. Just in the end, we just couldn't keep them off the boards. Couldn't keep them off those offensive boards. And
the second shots.
Yeah, the second shots killed us. And if we had rebounded a little bit better, I think it would have been a different outcome. But there's always next year.
Did the box and one give you all trouble there in the third quarter to try and take Shaq out of the game?
Not really. Like I said before, that's what separates us from everybody else. You got other people on the court that can handle the ball. You got other people on the court, Nikki, for instance, that can finish. So taking the ball out of Shaq's hands, it slowed down our scoring a little bit, but, we just found new ways to create, and that's what we did.
Talk about some of the shots that didn't fall. Like you said, you had your shots against that defense.
Yeah.
They just didn't fall.
Just didn't fall. It wasn't our night. It wasn't our time.
And maybe, Nikki, were the legs there, you think, as a whole, or in that third quarter? Like, as far as putting the shots back in that third quarter. Some of them just rimmed out and...
It's hard rebounding against a 6'3" girl, but it took a lot of courage and heart. And like Coach said, I guess it's just one our time.
Hey, Coach, you played the number 1 and number 2 teams. Your 3 losses to the top 2 ranked teams in the state.
Exactly.
Just kind of assess the matchup Friday between those 2 teams. I mean, just kind of give me your.
Well, I'm gonna root for the North. That's New Albany is a great team. They have guards and 2 great post players, whereas. I'm not, Raymond is a great team. They're extremely fast, but I think head-to-head, toe-to-toe, New Albany is your better team. That's just my pick.
Nikki, talk about number 3 for their team, Valencia, and maybe where she ranks as opposed to some of the other guards that you face this year.
When you boxing one other teams, they kind of fall back, but she stepped up. Boxing her didn't, cut off her offense. It set up a challenge, and she stepped up.
She thought that you played defense, probably the second best team that they played all year. She gave Quitman number 1 and you right behind. Both of you, what does that say for what you're able to do tonight when she says something like that?
I mean, it speaks volumes. It's great for us to earn that kind of respect. Not that that's anything that we're after. I've always encouraged the girls to give everything that they had, and that's what they do. I mean, they can't walk off a court and put their heads down and, have a game go by and say we didn't give our all. And I think that's what they did tonight. So nobody should feel bad about anything, about outcome or anything. They gave every single ounce of power, passion, energy that they had tonight. I'm extremely proud of them.
Are you ready to come back?
This was just the beginning.
Right.
Coach, talk about when you took over this program, we talked off the court, you had to rebuild this program. Talk about how it feels for you to see the girls, the dedication, and you guys ended up here in this one.
Like I said before, it's special. When you're in the gym every day, running girls, miles and out in the heat and, bleachers and things like that, it's hard to get across to them that, hard work pays off. And when you push girls that are athletic and that have talent and have special gifts, and they can get to the Coliseum, the big house, and see their dreams come true, it makes it all worthwhile. So to start off, it was hard getting them to buy into it, getting them to believe it, but I think they've gotten the message now.
Nikki, same question for you now. How much harder and stronger are you going to try to push everybody to go to get back down here?
To get everybody back down here is going to take a lot more power, because now we probably be content. But as a team, we're not satisfied.
I thought we were, as far as our team goes, I thought we were sloppy, but hats off to Lafayette County. They're a scrappy, they're not going away type of team. They, number 4, I think, had a majority of their points in the first half, and we didn't even try to contain her. She slipped through us like water. We had to go and change our defense. We changed down to a box and 1 to try to contain her. In the second half, I think that's where we kind of got our 10-point lead. And Valencia got a 3 off, I think. I think they did a good job on her. They held her for a long time to 2, I think, in the first half. Going in, I think that's about what she had. I think that as far as our rebounding goes, I think we're in positions, but we never pulled the ball down. We were right there, but their hands were everywhere, and hats off to the job that they did.
Do you think you did a good job on the offensive boards in the sense that you seem like you get a lot of putbacks?
We did get a lot of putback. I think we did a good job. And if you look at our stats in the first half, we were leading in rebounding.
Yeah.
It may have been by one, but we were leading in rebounding. So I just don't think we did a good job defensively because they also got a lot of – but every time we got the basketball, to their credit, they were doubling us. So there was a lot of pressure on the ball. As soon as we got it, there was two people on, and we were having to dribble out, and then there was somebody waiting on the dribble out, especially in the second half when we were trying to get the ball down the floor.
Coach, 1 versus 2 in the championship game. I think that's kind of what everybody was, well, not everybody, but that's what a lot of people wanted to see. What are your thoughts about New Albany?
I think New Albany is an incredible team, incredible basketball team. We watched them today. We came at 1 o'clock and watched them, and I think they've got guard play. I think they've got 2 big ones down low that can get the job done. But we're looking forward to hopefully giving them that one click and not letting them go undefeated. And I think that tribute to our squad, they love a challenge. And when they feel challenged, I think that they step their game to another level.
Valencia, what were your thoughts on Lafayette, their press, their guards, their style of play, just all across the board?
They did a great job on defense. Wherever we went, they were there. Double team there. They were good.
Were they the best team? Where would you rate them of all the teams that you've played this year? Because I know you played a lot of good ones.
I think Cleveland was probably the best, but they would be right behind Cleveland.
For everybody, and Coach, if you could start, what went right for y'all in the third quarter where you were able to pull away by just a little bit?
I think what right was the boxing one. I think when we took 4 out of her ability to penetrate and get that little mid jump shot, I think we took that away from her. I also think that we got some good shots and looks at the basket. We went to a stall offense, which put them in a situation where they weren't really sure who to guard or what to do, and I think that bought a little time for us. We were head 10 there, and we wanted to kind of stretch out as much as we could and let the clock be our friend, and I think that helped us in the second half.
Valencia, did you and Generic ever think that this could possibly be our last time playing together? Did it even cross your mind like today?
Not yet.
No,
We ain't thinking about it. We just thinking about our next game right now.
just playing our game.
Yeah.
So what did you tell me their records were the last 4 years? Tell me y'all.
First year they were 32-7. They were freshmen. 33-3, 33-3. Right now we're looking at 29-1. Want it to be 30-1.
You want to be 32.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're worried about the next one. We only go so far. We don't look ahead. We look at the next game, and to us, that's right now. It's always important to getting that gold ball back in our gym. We're excited. Rare opportunity for a group of young ladies to get a back-to-back state championship. That's in the front of our mind, and maybe part of us is looking ahead to that matchup. We're looking forward to it. We're going to bring our A game, I think. They've been talking about it. We got clips up in the locker room, the article you wrote. So we're hoping to be that team.
Well, how tough is it being trying to compete anyway? I mean, the target's you started season number 1 and now you're number 2, but I mean, just with the target on your back like that.
For the girls, they just play. For me, I feel pressure, because the expectations are there, and you got to do it. You got the same players. We don't have the same players. It's a different chemistry, a different team. They've been confident all along. They've told me all along, this, Coach, we're going to get us back there. I tend to believe what they say because they've kind of put their money where their mouth is for the last 4 years. So, but it's tough. We played up a lot. We played a lot of great teams. They've been sending everything at us, every kind of defense. The trap tonight worked really well for them. They ran a boxing one on us. So we've gotten a lot of defenses that keeps us on our toes to have to adjust. And to their credit, they're a pretty good team when it comes to adjusting.